Hello, it's Monday, March 2nd, and that means two things. It's Dr. Seuss's birthday, and it's time for the Light Read, the official read-along newsletter YouTube series to go with the National Association of Innovative Lighting Designers weekly newsletter. And this show is brought to you by Keystone Technologies Direct Drive HID lamp. These are handy little HID replacements, 70% more efficient on your power bill. They've got 5% uplight, just helps you fill the gaps and shadows. And best of all, it's compatible with their Smart Port LED sensor, so these just plug in on your standard headphone jack and help you control the light when you need it and when you don't. That's KeystoneTech.com or link in the description. Thank you very much. News-wise, starting off with the fact that our friends over at Get a Grip on Lighting, friends, coworkers, something at Get a Grip on Lighting, colleagues, let's call them colleagues, we're at the NAED's South Central Regional Conference in Austin, Texas. Over 2 days, they did 13 live interviews. You should catch up. There's some great stuff on data management in there. We also have new membership. Facilities Solutions Group is back at Nailed. After a brief absence, FSG is back with us. They've got 8 divisions and 29 branches across the U.S. Proud to have them back. Tell me if you've heard this one. The DOE has been sued over an efficiency rollback for general service light bulbs. Sneaking in at the end of December, the DOE changed efficiency requirements for A lamps, your basic pear shapes. And what do you know? 6 consumer and environmental groups, as well as 17 state AGs, have sued to block implement this rule from going through. GE has lost about 108,000 staff since 2017. So they've been selling off businesses, dismantling groups, restructuring all over the place. Their headcount's down by a third. Griffin has completed a clean room project. Wayne J. Griffin Incorporated, that's a new member. If you're a member, you can always send us, any news you might have finished a brand new 50,000 square foot clean room at Lexington MA's Thermo Fisher Scientific. Signify has released their annual report. This is 180 pages of in-depth analysis on earnings, sustainability projects, trends, and predictions for the next year. Legrand has purchased Focal Point. They won't tell us how much they spent on it, but that's one more manufacturer at Legrand. The city of LA has declared a winner in their streetlight contest. Remember this? A few 100,000 streetlight it's up for grabs, and the city poll will be replacing all of them. Light and building, it has been delayed until September. That's a COVID-19 problem. Speaking of COVID-19 problems, LP&S/TIL, depending on your language, the LED Professional Symposium in Bregenz is just outright canceled. Leducation is going to continue as planned. Same with the Nailed convention. Again, if you're in Nailed, you have no reason to not show up to this convention, especially now that you've got some travel budget freed up. Anyhow, Get a Grip on Lighting, episode 124. Still talking about the Cadient. This is a cool little new luminaire. This time we're talking to Corey List, the designer of this device, getting into following the sun. News. The IES and LD&A have launched a new magazine. Lighting Design and Application magazine has teamed up with the IES to create Lightfare 360, which will keep you up to date on all things Lightfare all the time. Nearsightedness is on the rise. What's to blame? Spending time inside. We're spending too much time inside, and it's ruining our eyeballs. That's everyone's best guess. Nalmco is going to host a spring seminar. This is March 3rd through 5th. 10 learning lab sessions on IoT applications. This is happening in Atlanta. Do you want your LEDs to be made out of bacteria? Because Graz University are designing organic fluorescent protein structures to act as phosphors for blue LEDs. Reduce security risks from IoT devices. This is an article from Careers Info Security outlining how to mitigate the risks of connected cameras, smart lighting, and smart plugs. Stevens Group has purchased Keel Inc. They're a sensor maker from Tennessee. Stevens is a PE firm. Dr. Sanjay Gupta is to speak at the Well Building Conference. He's going to be joined by former U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Jerome M. Adams, as well as Chef David Booley and Dr. Mark Hyman, to talk about how to live better inside. This is March 29th in Scottsdale. The clean room lighting market is to grow by 16% by 2026, according to Statistics MRC. DW Windsor has purchased Pulsar. This is an architectural lighting manufacturer buying a maker of color-changing exterior wall washers and their controls. Both in the UK, both factories are going to stay open. The demand for disinfectant lighting is growing. Now, we've already seen some people messing around with UVCs. Public washrooms was starting to be a space for that, especially, and we just got approval for water treatment plants to do the same. But funnily enough, a major viral outbreak makes us all think of new ways to disinfect ourselves. Maui has been found in violation of environmental laws for its streetlights. This is the county of Maui, not the city. And a judge has ruled that the streetlights installed along the west and south coasts of the island were not evaluated for environmental impact. They were hurting turtles. You gotta have sympathy for the turtles. KIT has printed photodiodes for use in light sensors. This is at Karlsruher Institute for Technology, and they've created a light sensor that can see color, and they plan on using it for visible light communications, Li-Fi, LiDAR, something. Trend spotting for lighting into the 20s. So Brad Corner of Lucept has outlined 6 trends to look out for in the coming years. NEMA has released their Electro Industry Business Confidence Index. This is a survey of their membership to gauge how confident they are in the rest of the industry, and they're actually looking pretty upbeat. I mean, there's some supply difficulties now, but they think it's looking up in the next 6 months at least. Atlas American Lighting has partnered with the Independence Fund, so they've got a brand new product line. If you buy from that, a portion of it will be donated to build all-terrain wheelchairs for veterans. Emergency Optimizers named sole provider for Ohio Council of Educational Purchasing. This is a company out of Dayton, Ohio, and they're going to supply LED lighting and energy savings programs for 6 different purchasing cooperatives. So these are school boards and other educational facilities. Light control switches market to exceed $10.1 billion by 2025. Markets and Markets analysis thinks we need more switches, about 10% more switches in the world. This also includes sensors and other controls. Henrietta School Board is going to switch out to LEDs, so if you're in the area, jump on that. In-store indoor farms are coming to Kroger. This is it. The grocery chain has partnered with a German startup, InFarm, to install as many as 500 vertical growing units in their produce section. So that'll be for herbs and microgreens. Violet Grow opens a new headquarters. These are horticultural LED providers. They're going to be setting up shop in Grand Junction, Colorado. Violet Grow is a spin-off of Violet Defender. Fredericksburg, Texas has earned a dark sky designation from the International Dark Sky Association. Freight Farms is working with schools to install vertical farms. These are built in old shipping containers, and they've partnered up with Sodexo to set up shipping container farms on school campuses all across the U.S. Hopefully that makes cafeteria lunches a little better. Norman, Oklahoma, is replacing all their exterior lighting. That's 6,600 street lamps as well as security lights on municipal buildings, all getting upgraded over the next year or so. Indoor horticulture meets art culture. That's right. 80 Acres Farms are going to grow tomatoes outside the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum as part of the Countryside the Future exhibition. Now, tomato soup cans, those are art. I don't know if the tomato is art. and a fun DIY project. I don't know if you follow Adam Savage. He used to be on Mythbusters, but he's got a YouTube channel where he builds things in a day, and he, put together some LED tape, some MDF, and some plastic shelf liners to make a quick and dirty custom lamp to fill a very interesting space. And then notes on hirings, promotions, and departures. Bob Wendekind is now the VP of Product Development at Spectrum. And that is the news. I've been Scott Wachter. This has been the Light Read, the official newsletter of the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. Check out nail.org. Join. Go to our convention. Do something. In the meantime, and this is, of course, sponsored by Keystone Technologies. Check the link in the description. And then, if you like what you hear, well, tell your friends. Help us out. Catch you next week.